The whole objective of this thing called life is to win the game, to win the game of life. We all come into this world with a tool belt on our waist. Everybody. You, your mom, your brother, your siblings, your friends, everybody. We all come into this world with tools on our belt. Some of us have more tools on our belt. Some of us don't have a whole lot of tools on our belt. Some of us barely have any tools at all on our belt. But the objective of the game called life is you have to figure out a way to win this thing with what you have on your tool belt. The things you have on your tool belt may be the fact that you're very intelligent. You're very physically appealing. You're good with people. You're good with speaking with people. You're good with building things. You're good with your mind. You're good with your hands. Whatever it is, everybody has some tools on their belt that they have to learn to use to go forward in trying to win this thing called life. There's no sympathy. There's no need to feel bad, to feel down, because at the end of the day, the game is going to continue, whether you want to hop in the game or not. We all got things that we're going to have to face because that's just life. But we all have some tools on our belt that we are going to have to learn how to use to win this thing called life. No excuses. Yes, some people just have more tools on their belt. They got everything. It may seem like they got everything that you need to be able to function and be at a high level financially, romantically, status wise in this world. They may have a lot of attributes. Some may not have a whole lot of attributes. But people that understand this is a game, this life thing, regardless of the tools that they have on their belt, they are going to find a way to win this thing called life, the game of life. So ultimately, there is no way around it. I realize a lot of people like to self-loathe. They like to feel like they got the bad end of the stick to cope with how their life is, to cope with the fact that they're making this amount of money, to cope with the fact that they don't have the perfect relationship, to cope with the fact that they're not in the best shape of their life, to cope with the fact that they didn't come from a great family, to cope with the fact that they may not look a certain kind of way, to cope with the fact that their life is not what they want it to be. And all that does for you is nothing. You ultimately have to look at your tool belt, figure out what you can do with these tools on your belt, and use those tools to the best of your ability to try to win this thing called life. Because the game is not going to stop. The game never ends. The game ends when you die. That's when the game ends for you. But that's a long ways from now for a lot of us. We have a whole lot of things we have to do while we're here on this earth. Understand the mindset, the psyche of what I'm trying to say. This life is a game. Everything is a game. Social media is a game. The things we listen to is part of the game. The news we get is the game. The family we're in is the game. The obstacles at our job or in our relationships or in our friend groups is the game. The game is to dodge obstacles, maneuver around hard situations, to still pursue trying to win the game. The game is not on easy mode. The game is always going to have roadblocks in it, but that's part of the game. That's in the rule book. You got to understand, this is not set up for you to just have a yellow brick road walk through life. No matter how much you think somebody else's life is like that, it is. Every single person has some shortcomings in their life that had to make them man up or woman up to overcome that so they could be able to be on the path that they need to be on to be who they need to be. But if they took that and self-loathe and fell back and fell into their thoughts, fell into their emotions, regardless of how they feel, the game is still going to get played and they're going to get left behind. So at the end of the day, what are you going to do? You going to play this thing called life? Are you going to play it? Are you going to use the tools on your belt to the best of your ability to win this thing? Or are you going to fall back and disappear forever and never be heard of again? The choice is yours.